Everyone, February 18th. All right, first things first. I did this a bit late. I didn't realize that it already ends. I thought the new day starts at 5 o'clock, but I think it starts at 4 o'clock for me. So my streak ends, which means we need to redeem. So we need to redeem another time travel. Well, I can only do, I think, 3 time travel in a month. I don't remember when I did the last time travel, but definitely I don't think it's this month. Oh, per redeem. So what is a redeem cycle though? I don't know. Redeem cycle ends 23 of the last day of the month. Both times. So a redeem cycle only valid through the end of the month in which they're redeemed. The redeem cycle ends at 20 of the last day of. Okay, so yeah, redeem cycle is a month. So I think my previous redeem probably somewhere in the last year. So I think it's okay. So we're gonna redeem it. Right? Unfortunately, I didn't realize the timing issue. All right, so we're gonna come back to this. So the main thing I did earlier today, I didn't really read into this. The main thing I did today was set up the Python debugger. Took the entire morning and early afternoon to set it up, and then after I set it up, I kind of just took a break. But now we're gonna use it. Right? We're gonna use the Python debugger to do this. So we are having this issue. So we are throwing this problem. We're throwing 2 priority queue at it, but it failed. Okay, so 2 priority queues still failed. So what I'm gonna do now is, yeah, this was yesterday. So I will have 2 this, and we are going to set up the run here. Oh yeah, so not only okay, so this is what I did. I set up the debugger. I set up a code formula, an automatic formatter, and let me just show. This is basically what I did earlier. It was quite a lot of work, and so this is the debugger, right? So I set up the debugger adapter protocol, right? So I set up the Python debugger adapter protocol. So that's one, right? And also because they're using Mason, an NVM DAP, which means the name is different. It's supposed to be debug py, but here they call it Python. So that one cost me some time. So I set up this, and I also set up the Mason null. Okay, so I set up these. The MyPy. Yeah, I like MyPy always, and I'm using black now. Oh, and there's some bug in the documentation of black that also cost me, I don't know, maybe half an hour to look around. An open issue there. There's a issue on the black documentation. But anyway, and then I use this rough. That was from the video. So the video was, so in the past I always use Flake, right? Flake 8. That's what I use for Python linting. But then apparently there's a new tool called rough, which is Python linter written in Rust, and it's about, if I remember, it's 100 times, 10 to 100 times faster than all the other linters out there, because just Lord bless Rust. It's so fast. So I set up all this, and now I have tons of more information coming out, and some of those are a duplicate, right? Some of them, like you can see, I have all these are duplicate, and I'm actually not quite sure. So they're saying H. I don't know like what this is. Do I just go error on this? Yeah, so it's diagnostic. So this must be, because it's F, right? So this must be from rough, which, because rough also implements some of the Flake 8, and this is the Flake 8 rules, right? So basically I have undefined, and then I have these 2. One says solution 2 is not defined, and the other is name solution 2 is not. So all these 3 are talking about the same thing, but they come from different tools. Because I have Pywrite, which I think is Microsoft's way to do linting and type checking in one tool, and also have MyPy, which is doing type checking, and I have rough to do linting. So I think the blue ones are the linters. okay? And the red ones, one of them must be from pi right, and the other is from my pi. But it's okay. I mean, I don't really care. We have so many things going on. What I care about, what I really want to do, like all of this work comes down to one thing, okay? Only one thing. And that one thing is to be able to run debugger in here. So that's the only thing I care about. So I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna do this test case here, and output is 1, right? Oh no, output should be 0, but I mistakenly put it as 1. Okay, so of course we need to change this. So this is not S, so we're gonna do 3 things, which is N and meetings. Okay, and this is gonna be most booked. Okay, N and meetings. All right, so I think this is good. All I need now is need type notation for times. Okay, I can do type notation. That's gonna be a list of, I think what I put in is a tuple. Okay, a tuple of integer and integer. Type tuple, wait, what do you mean? Cannot be what? Type tuple cannot be instantiated. Use tuple instead. Oh, my bad. That's actually not. Wait, how do I cancel this? Q? Okay, Q. Yeah, my bad. It's not this symbol. It's this symbol. Man, we're really doing this, man. There we go. All these errors are gone. And then we're gonna put, so I'm gonna do leader B, right? I put this, and then I'm gonna do F5. It will ask me, okay, I'm gonna just maximize. Okay, I'll do this, maximize it. It's asking me to, do I want to run this file? And I say, yes, I want to run as a Python file. And booyah! Look at this. All right, look at this. That's actually not right. I don't have a solution 2. I don't know what that error is coming from, but oh, can I make this one bigger? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can. Holy crap. Wow, and I have a thread. I don't have any expressions. I have a main thread as a watcher. I have a stack, and I have locals. Oh, I can do, oh yeah, oh, ooh. I have a sequence. I have globals. All right, so I think there are some definitions on debugger, right? So debugger have F5, so that's the start, and F1 is step into, F2 is step over, and F3 is step out. So I can just do F2, right? So we're here. So I shall say, but I have I have here. Can I just do this? All right, I think I need to save this. I forgot to save. Oh yeah, look at this. This is black working. This is black working. It reformatted for me. It's black working. Okay, so I saved it. Then I'm gonna F5 again. All right, we're gonna run it. Now there's no error, and I stop at this line. Perfect, right? I stop at this line. And I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I mainly care about this one because I want to look at the locals and what it look like. And of course, for this debug session, I want to move this as big as possible. Okay. All right. Oh my God, I'm excited. Haven't been this excited for a long time. All right. So because I used to use a old debugger. I had used this set trace, the PUDB one to do debugging. But I mean, it's compared to this, right? It's the days and night. It's days and night. Okay. So what are we saying? I have the counter, all right, and then I have the meetings. Are the meetings sorted? Well, you know what? I probably should sort the meeting so I can see the meeting in sorted version. Otherwise, if I go, I think F1 is step into, F2 is step over. So if I step over, then the end is 41, the start is 6, right? So you know what? I don't like it. I want to end it. So I think I'll just use mouse. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I can set this, right? I can set this. Do you like F1, F2, F3? F1, F2, F3. I can do that. F4. We'll handle this later. Now let's solve this problem first. Okay, let's solve this problem first. But before I do that, I'd like to do meetings.sort. Okay, I like to do this one better because then I can have a view of how it look like. Then I can do F5, which will launch the debugger. Now the meetings all sorted. Okay, so how do I go to? I think I can do this. Control WH. There we go. And then go J, and then now we're here. So Control WL. Now this is just go through everything. And I need to issue F1, F2. Okay, F2. Okay, so now ST is 6 and 41, right? And we will do we store 41. Oh, look at the while loop was also changed. Nice. So while n times I don't do it, I think, or I don't do it because the end time is empty. So the unoccupied we push. So unoccupied. Wait, what's F2? F2 is step over. Right? Wait, why unoccupied is 132? Oh yeah, unoccupied is 132 because that's where we start, right? And now R1, I popped 0. I popped 0 from unoccupied and heap Q push. So the heap, where's my heap? No, not heap, n times. N time we put in 41 and 0. Yes, that's correct. And count 0 become 1, correct. So the next one is 13 and 31, okay? And again, 41 is bigger, so I don't do this. Don't do this. Okay, so, and this is true, and this is false because the start is 41 is not start. So we go here, and now I'm going to pop a 1, exactly, R as 1, and I push this one in. So 31, 1, okay? And counter, that's correct. Next one is 22. So when 22 comes out, it's smaller than this one, so we'll go through exactly the same thing. This is true, okay? And this is false. That will get out. So now 2 gets popped, and then put this. Okay, I agree with everything so far. Next one, 24, 34. Okay, next one is 24, 34. And I should still push it in because nobody in it is ending before 24. But we have one more room left. So I think we'll do exactly the same thing. Yes, 24 is 24 and the 34. Okay, so everybody has one. Next, 25, 36. Okay, now it's 25, right? And in this case, end time is true. End time, the first is 30, is larger than the ST, which is true. And the length is equal to, which is true. So in this case, the meeting 25, start at 25 has to be pushed off later, right? Has to be pushed off later in the day to wait until the first meeting is over. And the first meeting will be 30, right? So therefore, my ST changes, okay? Now my ST becomes 30, right? And because 25 to 36 takes 11 ticks, so now the new n is 41. Okay, so now n times true, n times the star smaller equal to start is also true, and we check the next occupied 0 is the smallest occupied. No, there's no smallest occupied. It's just not occupied. We have nothing as occupied. Okay. No, we don't have unoccupied. This is unoccupied. We don't have any unoccupied room. So in this case, I'm going to pop. Okay. So we pop the n times, which is 30 and 2. Okay. So these popped out. So popped Ri is 2. And then I will push it into the unoccupied. Right? We'll push into the unoccupied because this is the unoccupied time. Okay, so we push into the unoccupied. Okay, we push into the unoccupied. So room 2 becomes empty, right? Room 2 becomes empty because the current start time is 30. Then I want to check again, but now it's false because everybody is later than me. So we get out. Now when we get out, we will get the current unoccupied, which is room 2, right? Room 2 is the first one that gets empty. And then I get room 2, and then I'll push the current end time, which is 41. Did you see something there? Did you see something there? So what was this? What was the expected is 0, right? Expected is 0. I can see something. I can see something that might be wrong. I can see because I have 2 rooms ending at 41, and I need to probably pop out the smaller one. But anyway, that's it. So room 2 gets another count. So the next one comes in as 31, and I do have something is 31. So I don't do this, and now we're gonna pop. We're gonna pop room 1, right? Room 1 gets popped. If I get in, so room 1 gets popped, okay, and that's it. So we get out R1, we'll pop the current unoccupied, R1 becomes room 1, and I will push 46.1 into it, perfect, and then room 1 gets 2 count. All right, next one. Next one comes in is 32, okay, 32, 36. Now we don't have 32, so we actually will readjust it, it becomes 34. So it will become 34, 38, right, 34, 38. Then we'll get 34 popped out. So that's the third room, okay? So we'll do this, third room pop out, and then Ri becomes this, and then 38 pushed in, right? 38 pushed in. Okay, next is 37. So 37 will again have to do the 38, right? So we become 38. So room number 3 gets popped again, right? So now it's 37 and 3, right? 37 and 3. And then room 3 gets used 3 times, okay? And the next one is 48, okay? 48, 49. 48, start at 48. And in this case, this one doesn't do. And now I'm going to pop every single one, right? I'll pop every single one, right? So I pop 0, and then that is where it is wrong. I pop 0, but how come I don't continue popping the next one? Why did I not pop the next one? You're supposed to pop the next one. Well, n time is still due, and then n times 0 to 41 is smaller than this, yeah? If not occupied, well, now occupied, I pushed something into the occupied, so now we should say occupied 0 is a 0 larger than this. This one does not. Why do I have that condition? Unoccupied is larger than n times. Why does it matter, right? Unoccupied. I shall just keep popping, right? I shall just keep popping. Because I have unoccupied is a room. I say the unoccupied is smaller as a room. Now, no matter what, right? No matter what, I shall keep popping. I shall keep popping. I need a thing to end this. I mean, we're using F1 to run this, F2, F3. We can set F4 to revert. And this. So, okay, so your idea is, your idea right now is to, it doesn't matter. So this is my idea. It does not matter what the unoccupied is, because I'll always push it in. So as long as something is ending, I shall just do this. Okay? Right? I should just do it. And it's changing it again, which is perfectly fine. So I'll do this. Okay, I'll run. And can I just do this run? Oh. Oh, this is just... What is this? Is this step over? Oh, it's just run until the next. This is the run until the next breakpoint. This is stepping. What about this? This is a restart. This is a restart. This is the end. This is a detach. I see. I see. Well, I think I'll do this. Now, what I want to see right now is how this one runs, which means I just need to quit this. Can I quit this? I don't think so. Session terminated. That's not what we want. Let's do this. Okay, let me quit this and then go. I also need to use tmux for this. I know tmux for this has a lot of very cool usage. So I run this. Now we pass. Now we pass. Okay, so the one thing that's blocking us is this stupid piece of code. And now if I run this, I put this one in. Oh, let's hope that all the other test cases still functions. Okay, and I run this. And I pass everything. All right, let's do this. Submit. Come on. Come on. All right. All right, so the previous one I passed 79 out of 82. And this time I pass 80 out of 82. Now this is impossible for me to debug. All right, this is just way too big. I cannot debug this thing. Like, I don't even know where things go wrong. I need a... Lord, I need something manageable. All right, this is not manageable. It's not. Ugh. What is the problem on this one? All right, we tried really hard, man. Okay, okay. Let me save these test case somewhere. I need to save these test case somewhere. So I'm gonna just pop one up to save these test case somewhere. And what do you think? All I want is to see if I can reproduce the error some other way. Okay, it takes a awful long time. Okay, 977 milliseconds. I'm kind of thinking it's gonna time out. But anyway, so this is good. Okay, this is good. So now what I want is to reduce the length. So 100, we cannot deal with 100. So maybe if I start from here and then delete, let's see if we can produce a good test case. And it is correct. You're kidding me, man. You're absolutely kidding me. So now what? I don't know. I just like I don't know what mechanism is wrong. Oh, that was good. That was good. Okay, so I'm reducing it a little bit. It's not 100. It's not as big as before. So maybe I can try again. Let's do this. Hopefully this one is also wrong. The path of searching for a good test case is so difficult. That's okay. I'll manage. Let's do another cut. See if this one gets me wrong. Nah, it's still accurate. Damn. Now there's just no way, because I don't really know where to go from here. I can just randomly try to remove stuff. Hopefully it will give me a error, but it does not. If it does not, it does. It does give me error. Okay, can we keep cutting? Let's cut a little bit more. Nice. So I can keep cutting. Let's cut a bit more. I don't know. If I can get down to maybe 20, I can do debugging on 20. Yeah. So maybe it's the part that I delete that is. Oh, hold a second. So I delete this part, right? So maybe this one will give me error. Oh yeah, this one does give me error, but it's still not small enough for me to even make any meaningful, right? It's not going to be meaningful no matter what. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. I don't know. I don't have a good test case. Do not have a good test case. I need a good test case for this. All right. Either you give up or we generate some random test case. You want to generate some random test case? Yeah. Yeah, let's generate some random test case. It's okay. We generate some random test case. So how you plan to do that? I can do it. Let's generate some random test case by just take advantage of what we have right now. Just this thing. It's totally fine. Let's just use this. And we're gonna comment out. Okay, we're gonna comment out everything. And then, okay, we're gonna generate some random test case. So from random import, I need randint. Okay, and then basically I need n. Okay, so let's generate 10 random test case, and then we're gonna print it out in this case. So I can just put it in and just run it until we find one that's wrong. Okay. So we're gonna do num test case. Okay, test cases. Let's say we generate 10 random test case. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we need to generate a list of this with unique starting numbers. Okay, so we need to generate a list of random numbers. Choice. We can use choice.
Are you sure you're gonna send us a picture of the bouquet before buying it?
You mean Sharpo? Yeah, I mean I'm not paying yet. I'm gonna.
Oh, I mean before she picks the bouquet, she'll send a picture of us.
Oh, I can tell her. I can tell her today. Just say, could you share a picture of that ramo caída so we can take a look.
Okay. Well, we don't do it now. I'm saying before she orders it from the flower.
Oh yeah. I think so. Yeah, I'll let her know. Yeah, no problem. I don't see any issue with that. I think it's totally reasonable request. Okay, so we do choice, and then what? Trash, right there. Oh, you put it back. That was the trash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right, so where are we? So we have a number of tests, and then we use choice for this, and then what we're gonna do is for this in range of num test cases. Okay, what we do is n equal to randint. We are going to do from 1 to 5. Okay, that's all I want, and then we need a meeting length of the meeting. Then we say starts shall equal to list of choice range 1 to 20. Cannot be assigned a sequence. That's fine. So I'll just do list. Okay. Hold on. Do I have something, a random element? Okay, so that's not what we want. What I want is not a random element. I want a... Actually, I don't know how to do it. Hold on. Python get a list of random elements from list. Not a single element. I want get a random subset. Sample. Choices. There's a thing called choices. Okay. There's a thing called choices. Random amount of choices. Population. Return a case-size list of items chosen from a population with replacement. How about without replacement? Oh, maybe it's a sample. Yeah, it's sample. We'll use sample. Population. Okay. So we use sample. All starts is gonna be a list of range 1 to 20. I want the 1 to 20. So here, what we're gonna do, this one, what does it return? What does sample return? Sample will return a list. That's good. All right, so we're gonna say sample all starts. How many? Rand int. Well, I will say let's do how many? 1, 2, 10. Cannot do more than 10, right? So these are my starts, and then the ends I don't really care. Okay, then this is my starts. Then I say the meetings, okay, equal to for st in starts. Okay, then what we're gonna put is st and st plus rand int 1 to 10. That's like the most I want. That's the meetings, and then we're gonna print. Okay, so we're gonna print n and print meetings. Okay, now we are going to test, just run this. Okay, we have a bunch. And we'll run it. Unless it's all correct. If it's all correct, okay. It's all correct. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's just we have to keep doing, and let's do 8. Let's do 100. Okay. So we'll do 100 of them. Again, I'll push it into it. Right, we'll push into this and let's see if anyone is error. I think 100 should be able to handle. Good, good. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Now we know one of them is error. But lordy, which one? It's too hard to tell. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. We have tools. Online diff. Right, we have tool. Online diff. All we need is go here. I will copy the entire thing. So this is me, right? And this is the expected. See, that is much easier to find. So find difference, and we have a difference right here. Number 64. Okay, line 64. So I need to know is which one is line 64. Line 64 basically means if I do this, so if I do this, do this, so I will do this thing. I'll copy this thing, and I want to find line 64. Actually, we'll open a new one. All right, line 64, but each one takes 2, right? Each one takes 2, so 64 times 2, 128. So either 128 or 129. So we go, I think it's 129G. Okay, so either this one or this one. So I'm not sure. let's just yank these and then we can run it again. Okay, shall be one of these two. One of these two is wrong. It's the first one. Okay, so it's the first one. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, I typed the wrong thing. Okay, so now I can GC these. No, GC these. And then we're gonna put this one in. That's the second. We got this in. Right, and the answer output once expected is 0. Okay, expected is 0. All right, and we're gonna comment out this. No, forgot 17. All right, so we save this. Yes, now we're gonna debug again. Same as before. Okay, so we go F5. F5. Yes, that's debug. All right, that's annoying. So debug window, I think this is another thing I need to change. I can't keep doing this every single time. Later, we'll deal with this later. So I can actually do this, right? This is just a step. So again, the first will be 15, yes. And next one is 6, so it's next one coming up. But we only have 2, okay? So the third one is 7. So I'm supposed to, so the third one, I'm supposed to pop both and then become 0. Okay, that is correct. So now the fourth one is 12. Uh, 22, right? So next one shall be this 12. Start with 12, and then I should just put 12 in. 12, 21. Next one 14, 15. Now 14, 15 doesn't have anything, right? 14, 15 doesn't have anything. So I'll basically pop this. So now shall be 21, 22, 22, 1. Yes, 22, 1. Next one is this. 16 shall be 0, right? It shall be 0, which is 28, 28, 0. 28, 0. Okay, 28, 0, which was good. 28, 0. Next is 17, still nothing. So it shall be 1, which is 30, 31. Ooh, this is the bug. This is the bug. No, this is not the bug. No, this is not. Wait, hold on. It is, right? Because the start time is already... Oh, the start time is already pushed back. Man, I need to keep track of the start time. Not supposed to be 19. Yep. So we need to keep track of the start time because the start time gets changed, right? The start time gets changed. Okay, so what do I mean? So whichever, every time the end time get popped, right? End time get popped, because I have the current start time and I have the end time. And a new thing comes in, right? New thing comes in. If I have room left, right, and I'll do it. But if I pop, because I pop, right? I pop. And then when I pop, basically I say this is my new start time, right? And then this is the end time. And next one is, and then now I have someone and I pop before. I pop everybody, right? I pop everybody. Now I have a new end time, right? And now I have a new start time comes in. And that start time is smaller than the previous start time. Because the start time needs to only go up. It cannot go down. It cannot go down, which means I need to have the current start time. Most recent start time, right? Most recent start time. Okay, so the previous start time, okay, that should be 0. And for this, we shall get st shall equal to be the maximum of previous start time and the current start time, right? And then blah blah blah. If I do this and I reset it, then it doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. Once we're done, we should say previous start time equal to start time. Okay, so if I do this way, let's run the test to see if it's correct. Now I pass. Okay, now I pass. So I need to keep track of the previous start time, right? Because of the previous start time, because the start time is only allowed, right? Is only allowed to go up. Is only allowed to increase. Yeah, this is not a good explanation. So keep track of the start time. Notice that we are manipulating the start time in the loop below. It might happen. But I was wondering why it doesn't automatically give me. Was something not right? It didn't really. I shall get an automatic. I don't know. I don't understand why it didn't give me an automatic. Huh. All right. We manipulate start time, and it might happen that the manipulated current start time is bigger than the next start time. To avoid that from happening, we use pre-start to keep track of the start time. Okay. You know what? I know what. Okay, I know what. So first of all, we are going to yank all of these. Okay, that's what we're gonna do first. Then we are going to yank all of these. Yeah, we have no short supply of test cases, and we also have the ultimate test case is this. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I hope it's not timing out, hopefully. Okay, now we're gonna run. And then it will run, and it will... Ooh. Okay, something is errored out. Which part? Which part errored out? Is this part errored out? Yeah, this part errored out. Maybe this is not the right way. We don't do a pre-time? I'm not sure. I am not sure which part is errored out. Now I'm confused. Yep, we have something errored out in this case right now. That's weird. How about these? Do these errored out already? Too many changes. Too many changes. Now these are correct. Okay, these are all still correct. I mean, which means something that used to be correct can now become wrong because of this one change. I mean, does it make sense to keep track of the pre-start time? Well, it does solve one problem. That's, you know, if I wipe out everything and the next one comes in, right? I will think I'll start at that time, but actually it does not, because I have a previous start time, right? It starts at this. This is just like the current start time. Right? The earliest start time is this, and now I do this, and then it kind of just. But does the next one start at this time? Exactly. Does it start at this time? Does it? Right? Does it start at this time? I mean, this test case passed, but I didn't mean anything, right? Does it mean that we are starting at the current time? Well, we have this bunch of the current one comes up, right? Okay, now just thinking about it. Current one comes up, and I have a previous start one from here, and we end at this position. So now it comes up. What should my current start at? Because all the previous, when I'm gonna run this, they all gone, right? They're all gone, right? And because this is a smaller time, so I set it to a bigger time. Actually, that's actually not true. Is the current one is a bigger time, and then, I don't know. Okay, let's let's do not guess. Just we have plenty. Okay, we have plenty of test cases. So we can just go through these and then figure out where we got wrong. So this is my solution, right? So this is my solution, and this is the official solution. All I want to know is this time which one is wrong. So now the error happens at number 10. Everybody else passed. Number 10 is wrong. Okay. Okay, we do number 10. So which means it's 20, right? This one. Yo, really? This one? You're kidding me, right? Really? This one? No, this one's correct. 20. Maybe it's this one. Hold on. So this is 1. So we got 20G. I think it's this one. Not this one. Let's try this. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so this one deserves some attention. Again, we're gonna comment out this. Then what? Then I need this. And oh, I have black now. Expected 2. What I need to do is save it, and then yeah, it will help me with this. 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 3 is not indexable. I'm not indexing it, right? It's good. All right. Do I still have the? Yeah, I still have it. I'll save it. Then let's do F5. Okay. I really need to map something to this. Actually, I'm gonna remap the whole thing. I think I'll like do like F6, F7, F8, F9, and F10, something like this. But right now, let's just press the button. Okay, I'm gonna press the button. Okay, so we got 2 in, which is 11, which is good. Next one is 413. Okay, 413. Well, definitely go in. So it'll be 13.1. Yes. Next one shall be 10, 10, 10, 10, 2. Okay, so these 3, which is the end times. So next 7 comes in, right? 7 comes in, and I'm gonna use 10, right? So I'm gonna use 10. So it'll be 13.2. Okay, 13.2. 13.2. 2 gets updated. Next one's 8.5. 8.5 comes in. Well, do this. So now gonna be 18.0. So we're gonna put 18.0 in it. Not 18.0. 16.0. Wait, why is 16.0? I thought it's 18.0. Because that's 11, right? And this is 7 in difference. So 11 plus 7. How did it become 16? Hold on, let's redo it. So the first 3 is right. This is right. Okay, so let's step over. Okay. Now what do we have? We have start is 8, end is 15. Pre-start is 10. Pre-start is 10. So yeah, so I say I start become 10, which is fine, right? Start becomes 10. So now start is 10, and then the end time is 11, so that's still cool. Then that shall be start shall be 11, right? Oh, I see. Okay, I know where it goes wrong. My goodness. This is the new start. This is where we're gonna make changes and stuff, which means I need to identify that these are different values. Okay, so this is underscore, and this shall be under. Actually, no. And is just an. Oh my goodness. My God. Don't do it. Diff. Okay. Diff is end minus start. And here we're just gonna do diff. Actually, that's not true. Okay. Diff needs to happen even earlier. Diff shall happen here. We'll have the diff and then put a diff here. Alright, I'm gonna run this. Yep. we pass. Okay, let's do it one more time. Oh boy, what a mess. It's quite a mess around here. Again, we control. Okay, so that's all my 100 test cases. Are you passing? Oh my god. Seriously. Seriously. I forgot to start. Well, I just, no, it is, right? Yeah, start and the end is end time. That's correct. Right, that is correct. I have the diff, and then I have the new start, and I do the start, and I have the end. Right, this basically just updated the end. Oh, well, what the hell is wrong again? It's like every time I make some change, some code breaks. It's getting really frustrating, man. Very frustrating, expected. It's 64 again. 64 again. Number 64 again. Oh, we have number 64. When it shouldn't make any difference. Should it? I don't think so, right? This is just a diff. We're just recording the difference in time, right? We record the difference in time. So from here, I'm gonna get, and because this one first, this is the correct difference, right? And I update the start, and then we see if start needs more updating, and I say, okay, start needs more updating. And I have an and, which is the new start plus the difference. And then I do current start, blah, 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 and then I have the end. This is the updated end. Okay, so you're telling me that, let's page down, that this baby is wrong again. That's fine. That's fine. I've done enough of these. And we just do F5. So the answer is expected to be what? Expected to be 0, but I return 1. Okay, expected to be 0. Again, the first 2 is right. Next one comes, should replace 0. Right, because the 7 comes in, star will become 15. Right, star become 15. Oh. Can I restart? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so this is 6:15. Okay, next is 7:15. Okay, next is 10:17. So 10:17 comes in. So we'll start from 15. Okay, and it'll be 22. And 22. So 22 is 0. 22 is 0, and I will wipe everybody. Right, we wipe everybody because those are actually. Is this one even? That's a good question. Is this one passing? Yeah, it's not passing. Right, so now the pre-start is 15. Okay, so next is 12 coming in. Right, 12 coming in, but we don't start at 12. We shall start at least at 15. Now that is the problem. When do we shall start? Because of the previous one, this is a 10, but everybody starts at 15. Right? Everybody ends at 15. Now current is a 10, which means this 10 meeting, I need to wait until 15. So I wait until 15, and those 2 meetings both end. And then this one basically start at 15, and it will end at 22. Okay? Which means this one should also start at 15. Right? Should also start at 15. Which I think is the case, because next time when I go in, pre starts 15, so I will do this. So start become 15, right? And then if the start is 15, then I see the problem. I see the problem. So you're telling me that start is this, and shall equal to start plus diff, right? Start plus diff. And then, so we can end this, right? So we reset the end. And then if we have this, we'll redo it. Otherwise, end, we have a new end. Okay. So, of course, we're going to test. Yeah, now we pass. We might as well test all the test cases that I have and make sure they all pass. And this one, okay. Let's take a look. They all pass. All right. Come on now. Come on now. Again, we are going to run about 100 test cases. Good. These 100 pass. All right, let's run this giant bunch. How about you? Are you passing? Are you passing? You are passing. Okay, we have one more. One more. All right, don't wait. We have one more thing to go. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay, we have this one to go. If this one passes, we're gonna submit it. Are you passing? Are you passing? Good. Come on. Come on. Oh yes. Oh. 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 Oh, damn. Man, that was draining. That was one of the most draining experience. Yeah, let me replenish my streak. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, all right, now finally I can have some retrospect on this. I'm almost like completely laying down my chair right now. So the idea was sound. The idea was sound. It's two, at least for this method, right? It's two priority queues. One of them keep track of the end time of the meeting that's currently in session, and the other keep tracking of the room number or the indices of the room of the unoccupied rooms. So the two things are going on, right? And the really messy part is this part. This is the real messy part. So this one is to adjust the start time of the next meeting that's about to start. Now, there are a lot of conditions here. So, first of all, the start time will always go up as we analyze it, because if all the meeting rooms are occupied and you have current meeting come in whose start time is smaller than all the end times, okay, then you have to wait. And by the time you finish waiting, your start time changes, right? And this is like a global clock ticking, which means your start time changes and all the meetings after you will have to start from this new start time. So that's why we have this variable. We need to keep track of the current start time. And so we have this variable and we have this line, which is keep the start time always incrementing, right? Always going to the most recent. So that's one. And then this is another important part. This is when the meeting rooms are occupied and your start time is smaller than any of the end time. So when that happens, we need to reset the start and end. So your start time will become the smallest n time so far. Okay, and once this happens, then we do this popping thing, right? Popping thing, because you have your start time, and all the meetings that's currently being occupied, you have to check, right? Check with your start time. If your start time is later than their end time, so they need to be popped, and not only just one of them, but all of them, right? All of them whose end time is smaller than your start time, they will be over when you start. So you just keep popping, you keep popping, but every time you pop, you need to get the popped room number or the popped room index. You push it into the unoccupied, because these become unoccupied, and they are never in order. Therefore, we need another heap to keep track of those. So now we keep track of those, and then for the current meeting, we need to pop the smallest room index. And the rest is, the rest is just housekeeping. Nothing too special, the rest. Now why it took so long and just so convoluted is because of the edge cases, and I was also a bit confused. I was going a bit too fast, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I was going a bit too fast, and I brushed through a lot of the logic in how to handle these things. They are very delicate. You make a little bit of mistake here and there, and things get wrong. And of course, I have to manually generate test cases because I just kept failing. But wow, what a good problem. I mean, is it hard? Yes. Yes, it's hard. But it's not one of those like hard. It's doable, right? It's doable. That's why I kept doing it. I never really check the hint or anything. Well, now we can check, see what the hint says. Yes. Yes, 2 min heap. All the rooms that are free, yes. N times all the medium that are happening. Yes, exactly. Keep track of the number of times each room is used. Yes. With each meeting, check if there are any free rooms. If there are, then use the room with the smallest number. Otherwise, assign the meeting to the room whose meeting will end. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing here. Exactly. And in fact, I don't need to check this. I can just check if the unoccupied is empty, right? So the idea was there. It's just the execution was left a lot of room for improvement. A lot. Sorting and counting. Let's check the Python code. I don't think this is the main heap kind of idea. They probably have another one. Yeah, priority queue. Yeah, we have 2 used rooms, unused rooms, heapify, counting. Well, I think they only have I think it's simpler than mine, right? I have this n times. I didn't see n times here. They just have unused rooms and used rooms and a heap of unused rooms. This is the count. Start end. And used rooms and used room. Oh no, this is the same. Used room is the same as my end time. As more than start. And I will push this. Okay, I understand that part. If unused rooms, if there are unused rooms, we use this. If not, I will pop the current available room, push it in, and do this. Yeah, I think you are making it more complicated than it needs to be with all these things. Look at him. Look at this solutions. Very straightforward, right? We understand this. Yes. And if not, that means you have to wait. So now we check if there are unused rooms. If there are, you just use it. and you push the current end, because there are unused rooms, you push the current end, that makes perfect sense. And then we say if there are not unused rooms, so we need to pop one of the current used rooms, right? And when you pop out, you will push into the current time plus n minus start and a room. Very simple. Very simple. They don't have to do the mind gymnastic of handling this. Which means their end time, but how would their end time be correct though? Yeah, it is correct. It is correct, but how about this situation? Right? How is this correct? How is this correct? I think this one is wrong. Okay? This one is wrong. Well, it will pass all of this, but I think it will fail. I think it will fail. It will fail my gigantic test case. Yeah, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And it took me so long. And this, I think this is wrong. I think this is wrong. It is right. How? How? You are not making any change to this end. But I have to make changes. I don't quite understand why. Because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the current start, I pop everybody out. And then the next one comes in. It's not smaller, and I do have unused. And I just put my current end. This is not how it's supposed to end. I don't think so. Hold a second. Is it really true? I passed everything? My, it does pass everything. Unbelievable. It does pass everything. But I think it's wrong. Why do you think that? Because if I have something that wiped out everybody, right? And I have a new one comes in. Yeah, it's because the current one, like if all the end time is 15, okay? And now my current one comes in, has a 10. So I need to elevate it to 15. Okay? And let's say my next one started 11. And now wipe out everybody. And then the next one, when 11 comes in, I need to elevate it to 15. Right? If I don't elevate it to 15, then its end time will be wrong. Because you don't end at that time. Right? You don't end at that time. Okay, what are you saying? I need to draw this. Hold on. Here's what I'm saying, right? So if I have, end at 15, okay, so 2 rooms, right? And then I have the current, I have a 10 to 11. That's a meeting. Next meeting 11 to 12. Okay. So when 10 comes in, I have to elevate to 15. So I'll dump everything. Now I have 16, 0, right? I have 16, 0. And now I have next one, 11 comes in. In this solution, it will become 16, 0 and 12, 1. Now that is not correct, because the next come in should be 15, 17, because I start at 15. So this is not correct, because if the next one comes in, let's call it 12, 13, then I will use this. I'll use room 1 instead of this room. While in reality, so this will be at 15, right? 15, 17. In reality, so yeah, so if I have a, you know, I can say 1, 15, 2, 15, okay, 10, 11, 11, 12, and 12, 13. So we do that. 10 comes in, become 16, 0. Right, now 11 comes in. 11 comes in, should be 15, 17. Right, should be 15, 17. Previously 15. Should be 15, 17. And I shall put in, which means it shall be 16, 0 and 17, 1. Right, 17, 1. The next one, 12, 13 comes in. It's 15, right? Because the previous start is 15, so it should be 15, 16. Right? Actually, no, that's still 15, 16. Right? It's 15, 16. So this can be 16, 1. Right? It should be 16, 1. And next one is still 15, 16. Right? The next one is still 15, 16, and it's not enough 16. And then I will become 16. I pop everybody. Now become 17, 0. So 0 shall be occupied 3 times. Right? 1 time, 2 times, and 3 times. So let's throw this in and see how it goes. So we are having 2 rooms at 115, 215, 10, 11, 11, 12, and 12, 13. Okay. So if I run this, this give me 0. What? What? I got 16, 0. Okay, so 0 occupied 2 times. And then the next one comes in. It's not smaller equal to start. So I just do if and use zoom yes. Portion refers to 1. So end is 12, 12, 1. Right? I have 12, 1. And next one is 12, 13. Right? 12, 13. And then I'll use room and use rooms yes. And then I will push 1. And we'll use 1 again. Wait, hold on. How? What in the world? I'm gonna do print debugging for here. Start and used rooms, unused rooms. Start and okay. So 10, 11 comes in. It's 15, 0 and 15, 1. Yes. And then that's 10 and 11. Oh, it only popped out 1. It did not pre-start. It popped. Well, but hold on. There's no unused room, so I popped out 1 of them with room. Oh, I see. It popped out 1 of them. It didn't pop out everything. So what I did is I first changed the start time. They never changed the start time, and they just say we're gonna pop out the room, and because of Python, it's small main heap over here, and then we'll get 15.0 comes out. So this I know will be the smallest room. So I push. I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, convinced. That's a good solution. Okay, that's very good. Well. We shall try this again, and let's transition to today. Okay, transition to today. We did a lot of work here. We don't need this. I don't need this one. I can't turn this one off. I don't need this one. Okay. Yeah, I need to go smaller, so this I need, but this I do not need. Okay, so that's that. Alright, let's try today's. Change of flavor. Change of flavor. This one actually done, so I can move on to the next one. Change of flavor, I don't need this. These I still need. Power of 2. Oh, wait, what? Without loops or recursion? Did I do something like this before? Yeah, it's a bit mask. Right, bit mask. So I think what we need to do is, given the current one, and I will do this. Is that -1? Yeah. If I do it -1, right? If I do it -1, I'll become a bunch of 1s. And then I will AND the 2 together, and it should be 0. Right? It should be 0. That means it is a power of, because otherwise you do -1. If it's not a power of 0, there will be an extra 1 somewhere. Right? It will be an extra 1 somewhere. So when you do -1, it will stop there. Okay, yeah. I think so. This is not difficult. This is not difficult. Let's go Java this then. It should be 19, right? This is for 19. I have not set up Java's debugger, so that's still, that's not such a file I know, because this does not exist. It should be Java. So next setup is for Java. Let's get back to Java, and then, all right, let's do this. Okay, so what we're saying here is return n and n-1 is equal to 0. I think so, right? That should be good enough. Huh. Seriously, I cannot use and? Java binary and bitwise operator. That's not helping. Bitwise or. Yeah, I did that. It tell me it's not allowed. What the hell? Maybe parentheses. There are a lot of moving parts. Maybe it's parentheses. So maybe I should do another parentheses. Yep, it is parentheses. It is parentheses. Huh. Special case 0, huh? You're allowing 0? You're allowing 0. Did not think about the, we should take absolute value then. Man, negative value. If n is smaller or equal to 0, always return false. I forgot about this. Right? Forgot about this. Because negative value is never a power of 2. Tricky. Yeah. Forgot about the negative thing. How did I not forget about negative part last time? Ah, yeah, this one works. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. So I shall do n is larger than 0 and this is equal to bit mask, and don't forget to consider the negative, the non-positive values. Yeah, you have the error, you just didn't see it. All right, that's it. Okay, that will be it for today. Another an hour and a half, but good. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.